stand still while mounting is important because it can be very dangerous. Our horse starts walking off when we get off and on, and it can also be a sign that the horse is not very comfortable with us getting on him. So let's find out how we could solve it and do it in a way that's easy for all of us to do. Basically, there are three different directions that a horse is going to move when you're trying to get on. Those three directions are: one, he's going to back up. All right, he'll start backing up as you start to try to get on him. The other directions, he'll start going forward. And then the third direction is he'll kind of start turning away from you, kind of moving away with his hindquarters like this, while you're trying to get on, trying to turn these little tiny circles. So what we're going to do is actually teach the horse a cue with the bridle to do those three particular movements. All right, so that's where we're going to start. So it's important that I use the bridle. All right, I'm going to start with the hips moving to the side. All right, so I'm going to ask the hips to step over by putting pressure on the reins and then having them step over. All right, just like that. And then as I practice that, the next step is I'm going to work on having him back up. All right, so I'm going to continue practicing those two maneuvers until every time I ask, I can get the horse to step over and step back, just like that. Then the third direction is forward. All right, forward, I'll actually kind of come over here. I won't pull the horse forward with the bridle, but I'll kind of drive him forward with his hindquarters and work on forward. All right. Now from those, once I get all three here, then I'll go forward, move your hips over, now back up. All right. And having back up, and then forward. So you're just kind of practicing a little dance routine here. Hips over, now back. All right. Now as I practice that for, let's say, 15, 20, 30 minutes at the very first time, then I think, boy, I got to give this horse a chance to rest. And so I hesitate for a minute just to see, or a second or so, just to see if he's going to stand still. If he's going to stand still, then I'm ready for the next step. If he doesn't stand still, if I give him this second, this break here to stand still, and he doesn't stand still, then I'm going to start playing move and counter move. All right? If he moves forward, I'm going to move his hips away. That's the exercise I'll do. And then I'll go, once I moved his hips away, then I'll ask him to back up, and then I'll ask him to take a step forward, and I might do that 3 or 4 or 5 times, and then offer him another opportunity to stand still. So after I have practiced the first session, after I have practiced moving him those directions, then the next game I play is move. He moves, I counter move with a different direction. All right? From that little exercise, we will be able to get our horse to stand still. Now, we're ready for the next step. The next step is getting on. Well, where do we get on from? Well, most of us figure we get on from the side over here. We actually get on from right here, but that's not really the truth. Where we get on from is out here, because we're going to start here and walk to our horse, and we want him to stand still until we get into this position. So this is where I'm going to start. I'm going to start out here. I'm going to walk up to the horse, and I'm going to rub on the horse and tell him that he's doing what I wanted him to do, which was stand still. Then I'll come back here a little bit further, and then come back up to his head and tell him that he did what I wanted him to do, which was stand still. And then pretty soon I can come back to here and just kind of rest along the saddle a little bit, maybe pull on the saddle a little bit, and then go back up, rub on the horse, tell the horse he did what I wanted him to do, and then come back in front of him. Pretty soon I can come back here, and I'll just kind of lift my leg like I was going to get on and move out in front of him. once we can come up here and kick the stirrup a little bit, and the horse will stand there, and we come back up and pet him, let him know that he did what we wanted him to do, then we're ready to get on. From here, we'll pick up on the reins and step in the stirrup, and then come around, and then get up. If the horse started to walk off, then because of the work we've done with the rein, then we can pick up on the rein and stop him, because we actually worked on stopping during that whole sequence of training. So it's a good way to work on teaching your horse to stand still from the ground. Good luck to you.